Lakers beat the Trailblazers like they're supposed to after they just lost to the Nets like they shouldn't have. What up, y'all? I'm Kyle Downey. This is the Sports Download. So, yeah, great that they beat the Trailblazers, obviously. The Trailblazers are a very bad team. They're still rebuilding around Scoot Henderson and whatnot. But the Lakers had just lost a devastating, just terrible collapse. I mean, devastating to the fans. I hope the players can just have moved on. They did obviously move on to the next game, but it was devastating for the fans and for myself, who's a fan that also talks about them all the time. They need to not collapse in the second half like they did against the Nets. And to their credit, they didn't against the Trailblazers. If they would have lost to the Trailblazers this season, that's a loss that this season could be lost in general. But thankfully, they didn't. They went up 13 at the half, and then they ended up taking care of business. They won by like 24 points. D'Lo had 34. LeBron had 28. Very efficient night. Anthony Davis only had 14 points, but LeBron didn't have to play that many minutes. AD didn't have to play that many minutes, and they took care of business. That being said, that Brooklyn loss was terrible, so they're still going to have to make up for that Brooklyn loss as they play the Clippers on Tuesday. They're going to have to win a game like that or beat some other good team to make up for the loss against the bad team. The must wins are the bad teams, especially for the Lakers right now. I remember when I was a kid growing up and in high school, the Lakers with Kobe, when they were really good, they would still lose to bad teams. And you'd be like, what? But they're going to have losses sometimes. And I don't think that was Kobe. Kobe would have preferred to go 82-0. But whatever reason, some guys are not up for the game or whatever, play down to your competition. But the Lakers right now are not in a place where they can afford that because Darvin Ham made all these mistakes coaching, all these winnable games they lost, and because of injuries and all that, they are not in a spot where they can just blow games and lose to bad teams like that. So Trailblazers was a must win. Nets was as well. They should have beat them. Lakers shot well from three. D'Lo made 6 threes, and he looked pretty good on defense. But this team still has a head coach problem. They seemed like, and there was leaks that there was going to be a starting lineup featuring Vando, but Taurean Prince was not able to play. We'll have to see how long he's out. But Rui was put in the lineup, and nothing against Rui, but you would have loved, and me personally, and a lot of people would have loved to see Vando get in that lineup because that was a starting lineup that was successful on their run to the Western Conference Finals last year. D'Lo, Austin, Vando, LeBron, AD. And people are clamoring for it, and it was right there. It's easy, you don't have Taurean Prince to like try to start, and I understand why he might not want to start Vando, but still he has not tried it, and it's really a head scratcher. So the Lakers got a win against the Trailblazers. They shot well and all that. But again, it's the Trailblazers that are supposed to do that. The Lakers are in a place where they have to win games. They have to win games. They need to be motivated to win these games so that by the trade deadline, Rob Pelinka still feels like this is a roster worth saving. But if he doesn't try to save it, that might be his job. You know what I mean? Because then if this is a losing season, then Darvin Ham will definitely get fired. And then Jeannie, obviously she wouldn't want to fire Rob. But if it's a losing season, she's gonna look at him like, "Hey, bro, you fired Frank Vogel. Like, why are you not winning? What's going on?" So, and then if she has to fire Pelinka, then she might have to answer to her brothers, like Jesse and Joey, like, what's going on with the team? Why is this happening and that? And that's really annoying, but I hope that motivates them to do well with their jobs. But Coach Ham, he feels comfortable because Pelinka and Jeannie have said that he's safe. So obviously that feels good for him, but the problem is he's talked to the players but it doesn't seem like much has changed. So they had an opportunity to start Vando. I think they should have started Vando with Prince being out. He starts Rui. I love Rui, but I think Vando is the best option for the starting five because it balances out with D'Lo and Austin. He can cover for them defensively. And then you have LeBron and AD, of course. If Darvin Ham doesn't win these games, it puts him in danger, it puts his team in danger. And so we have 8 games until the trade deadline. If they go 7-1, I think that they can keep Darvin Ham. If not, if they go worse than that, they already 5-5 in January. January was supposed to be an easier month because it's home heavy. If they don't do well in the next 8 games, then Rob Pelinka might not want to make a trade. That would be foolish because I think this season needs to be worth saving. I think that you can't afford to have any losing seasons with LeBron and AD anymore because LeBron and AD are playing at high levels. They have to go for it, and so everybody should be motivated. The coach should be motivated to be open to making smart changes, and the front office should be motivated to make trades, and the players should be motivated to get wins. So you have the coaching issue where D'Lo said, like, I think we like each other. I think he's talking about the players. But do they feel united with their coach? There's like 6 people that were still felt alienated and felt weird about their roles and things like that. And again, Darvin Ham is supposed to be his specialty is leading men and being a good leader. And it's just way different vibes than it was last year post trade deadline. The whole time I respected Darvin Ham last year. This year, he made all these changes, changed the offense, didn't start Vando, having playing time for Rui consistently. So if the Lakers do poorly in these next 8 games and they don't win enough, I think Darvin Ham should go. I think he already should have been fired, but the Lakers need to do everything they can to win. And then so you got the coaching issue, you got the vibes are not great. They're not really ecstatic. They're not ecstatic after a win. LeBron seemed like very measured, very like calm. So D'Lo has been professional and has been balling out. So we need to see that from all the guys that might be traded. Hopefully it's not too much of a shakeup that's necessary, but it looks like D'Lo will definitely be gone. And the Lakers just need to get wins. They need to win in these next 8 games, these next couple weeks. They need to get these wins. If not, it's going to be very bad for a lot of people. It's going to be very bad for Coach Ham. It's going to be very bad for Pelinka, as I mentioned. So they have to get these wins. They have to figure this stuff out, and hopefully they can just play through it. Obviously, there's going to be a trade needed to be made, but in order to have the trade deadline and moves that are made at the deadline help you, you need to help yourself right now, and that's by winning games that you're supposed to win, like against the Trailblazers, and beating good teams as well. They can't risk too much anymore. They don't have that big of a margin of error for this season anymore. It's decreasing with every loss that they throw away, so they have to do what they can to make up for it and get it done. For more content, follow me at the Sports Download on TikTok and YouTube, and tell your family and friends as well. Peace, y'all.